Happy holidays and seasons greetings. My name is Ben and welcome back to the bench, guys, for another episode of our 12 Sprues of Kit-mas holiday build series. Today is episode number 6 and we're going to push on today, guys, and I'm hoping that we're going to get a great kit to kind of mark the halfway point. Can't believe we made it 6 kits in. So this is actually pretty cool. Now, if we grab that box, you can see that we have finished off the first 5 kits. The first 4 were awesome. The 5th one had a little bit of some trouble with some fit and that natural metal was not easy. But so far the kits are mostly cooperating, so I'm really happy about that. Let's go ahead and though punch on through day number 6 and find out what we have in store for us here on the halfway point. Let's go ahead and fish around inside. All right, got that label. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Oh, I think I caught a glimpse of it. Yes, it is the 1/72nd scale F-104 Starfighter by Hasegawa. This is awesome, guys. I've actually really been wanting to build this kit anyway, so this puts me right on the money. So let's go ahead and grab the kit and take a look at it. So you can see it's a very standard box. We have the Japanese version here on the front cover, but we also have the Canadian decals here on the inside. I'm not going to be building the Canadian version because I want to build the Japanese Self-Defense Force version, so that's cool. Besides, look at this decal sheet, guys. This is awesome. This apparently gives you all the markings and numbers to build aircrafts from all of the different squadrons that operated the 104 in Japan, so that's pretty cool. Very excited to go ahead and find a cool scheme and just give it a shot. Now we are greeted with 2 instruction manuals, one for the Canadian version, one for the Japanese version. And I really don't know what the differences will be between these different aircraft. I'm not really that up on the 104. I know we did export them to several countries, and it looks like from the instructions, they're pretty similar. Maybe a couple of antennas cut off here and there, maybe a few extra parts. Nothing too crazy though. I think we're gonna, like I said, stick with the Japanese version. So let's go ahead and check out the parts. Now these parts look fantastic. We actually have a very nice array of detail for the cockpit, sidewalls, instrument panel, ejection seat, all that good stuff. So this is very cool. I don't know how the rest is going to come together, but so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and jump into that first time lapse, guys. We have a lot of work to do, a lot of basic assembly. Got to get that cockpit dialed in, add in some extra bits and pieces here and there, get everything nicely sanded down, mask off the canopy, start doing some detail painting on the interior, and then of course get everything glued up, sand it down, and get to priming. Then we'll be back with some all-clad. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Natural metal's always a tough one, guys, but I think we're gonna do all right. Let's go ahead and get this party started. All right, everybody, so we are back, and the 104 is coming right along. We've got a nice coat of our aircraft flame aluminum down here, and I think it looks pretty cool. We're going to actually jump now into the rest of the painting, though, and this is actually going to be something really excited about. I'm going to be trying to replicate this. This is an F-104J from about 1979 there in Japan, operating in the Japanese Self-Defense Force, and I believe the aircraft was called Aiko. I'm not really sure, though, but I think that's how you pronounce it, and I'm going to go ahead and try my luck at painting that. So the majority of the aircraft, luckily, will be covered up with paint, so I don't have to worry too much about all the natural metal finishes, so that's going to be great. So let's go ahead and jump into our second time lapse, guys. We're going to work on some metal variations for the tail. I want to go in and start masking off for the primary colors, and then I want to do more masking and add in more detail panels and really get some final assembly done, and then finally overcoat it with a gloss coat. Let's go ahead and keep it going, guys, and see what we can do. All right, so the aircraft is all nicely painted, assembled, and we have a gloss coat on there. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to decals. Now this is going to be where my references are going to really come in handy because we don't actually call out that particular aircraft here in the instructions, but we do have all of the buzz numbers and the markings and all that to actually make the aircraft from the decal sheet. So that is pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead though, I'm going to pull up my references and we're going to jump on there. We're going to get all the decals applied, get a nice gloss coat on there, install some weapons, and then finally go ahead and get some detail painting and a clay wash. Then of course I'll wrap it up with the flat coat and we'll be back with a finished F-104. All right, everybody, we are back. And after about 15 hours of bench time, we have finished off our F-104J. And I got to tell you, it was a really, really fun project. Probably right up there with my 109E4 that I built a few episodes ago. So this was a great model kit. We'll go ahead and show you the finished product, and here we go. Overall, it's a fantastic build. We had a few issues here and there with some gaps. We had to do some backfilling with some styrene, but for the most part, it really did fit well. We didn't have any missiles though, and you can see here we have some, but I actually made those out of missiles off the MiG-27, so I just repurposed them here. We had some issues with the decals, only with the clear portions of the decals, mind you. Everything else went together pretty well. They're just kind of on the thick side, so there's a little bit of a step between decal and plastic. That's a little bit of a letdown, but otherwise the part fit was excellent on this kit, except for the intakes. I did have to go ahead and backfill that with a bit of styrene, and I actually forgot to paint the underside of the wing that gray color, so I had to do that after the fact. But you know what? It's all good. I gloss coated it, decaled it, and flat coated it, so not a problem. As you can see, we've got that cool little marking on the back there. We've got some different metal variations on the actual metal parts of the aircraft. I like how the cockpit turned out. I absolutely love the detail we have in this little 1/72 scale aircraft. I did not glue the center part of the canopy down so I could kind of show you the internals. Go ahead and give you a little close up here. I did do a little bit of scratch building there, added in some seat belts and different bands and whatnot, did some detail painting, a little bit of panel line accent wash here and there, used the decals and some micro saw to go ahead and stick those decals over the 3D details. And I gotta tell you, it actually turned out to be a really nice looking cockpit. Highly recommend this kit if you enjoy Cold War aircraft. This is actually a pretty nice model kit. Plus it's got some really cool markings on it for sure, especially if you like those Japanese Self-Defense Force fighters. But that is it. Honestly, I had such a blast with this build. Day number 6 is in the bag. We're gonna go ahead and put this in our display case and move on to day number 7, but we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, guys. I'm not gonna upload a video on Friday. I'm gonna use the next couple of days to just crank out as many kits as possible and try to hopefully get as far into the second half as possible. So until then, guys, you know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool. Hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday season, and we will see you back here on episode number 7 for the 12 Sprues of Kit-mas. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.